Welcome to another episode of Mastermind Bites. Hi, my name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I have the opportunity to help others unlock the potentials and guide them to succeed. Over the years, I've had the privilege and the honor to meet some of the most amazing people in the world, some of the masters of their skill sets, masters of their craft, and just to be in the presence of them, to learn from them, hear them speak, has been an amazing experience. And that's why I have this show, so that I could share back some of the stories that I've heard from them, some of the lessons that I've heard from them, and give back so that we can all apply these lessons into ourselves, our daily lives, our business lives, to become better people and to be more successful people. Now, growing up in Edmonton, Alberta, how can you not be a fan of the Edmonton Oilers? And that's why I'm very happy to be able to feature this master, and that is the captain himself, the leader himself, the winner of 6 Stanley Cups, a Hall of Famer, and sometimes even known as the Messiah, the Moose, Mark Messier. He has been known as one of the greatest leaders of all time in hockey, if not of all sports. He has been so good at his leadership skills that they actually named the Leadership Award after Mark Messier. Now, becoming a great leader really has to do with a lot of experience and being able to carry a team, being able to motivate a team, and being able to really understand where everybody is at when they're in that team mentality, and where everybody is placed and how to utilize them best. Now, being able to listen to some of his stories over the years has been such a great experience, because he has so many great life lessons. But 2 stories really stuck out to me, and these 2 stories really show why he became such a great leader. Now, the very first story I want to share to you is the story about how it was during his first year in the NHL with the Edmonton Oilers. He was living at home at the time, and the team was going to a road trip to Detroit to play a game. So he was on his way to the airport, but surprising to him, he actually went to the wrong airport. He went to the municipal airport instead of the international airport. So he goes, okay, now what do I do? He calls the office, and the office goes, no problem. There's going to be a ticket waiting for you at the ticket booth there. So once you get to the airport, pick up your ticket and then fly to your destination. He goes, okay, great, no problem. So he drives over to the correct airport, picks up his ticket, looks down, and realizes that it says Houston. He was actually, within that period of time, because he missed his flight and he was late, the team actually demoted him. They sent him to the farm team to give him a lesson, to show him that, hey, we can't wait for you. You're not the most important person in the world right now. So that's when he learned his greatest lesson of all time, and that is, nothing is about you. Everything is about the team when you're in a team environment. Your time is not your time, it's the team's time. And after learning that lesson, he was able to really understand how important it is to be in the team, how important it is to work together, to be united, to be able to fight together, to be able to be one big team that's very bonded together to go and win championships and go and win games. Now, that team concept actually moved on to how he actually achieved many of his other successes. He's never a person that really played for statistics or records or individual numbers. In fact, he retired with only 8 more games left so that he could actually beat the great Gordie Howe in the records of how many games played. But he didn't care about that. He only cared about the team's success. He only cared about how he can enforce that leadership to the team so that the team can win together. So all those individual stats, all those individual successes wasn't that big a deal, because all he cared about was winning, and winning as a team. In fact, he cared so much about winning that he was terrified about losing. And therefore, he also inflicted that to his teammates as well, so that everybody had that mindset to not want to lose, to be terrified of losing, and have that really, that one set of mind to go and win games and win championships. And that's what he did. And that's why he's such a great leader, because of that great team mentality. Now, the second story that I want to share with you that really stuck out to me is what eventually became known as the Messier guarantee. Now, that Messier guarantee came out of the media, out of one really short period of sentence that he said within the media. And this was back in 1994, when the Rangers was going towards their Stanley Cup, and they had to go through the New Jersey Devils first in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, they were already down 3-2, and they were going to New Jersey for Game 6. Now, if they lost that game, their whole journey would be done. So then he went up towards the media and told them that all the media, the newspaper reporters, and all that kind of stuff. And he said the following. He said that we're going to go into New Jersey, we're going to win Game 6 and bring Game 7 back to New York and play again. Now, he knew for a fact that that's going to be in the newspapers so that his teammates will see that headline, and so that he knew that his teammates knew that he was confident with the team. He wanted the teammates to know that he believed in the team. He wanted his teammates to know that he believed in each and every single one of them so that they can all go out there and win that game. It was the media that later coined it as the guarantee to draw more excitement and more controversy. But in fact, it was a very bold statement that he thought about throughout that period of time, and just really wanted to say that so that he get his team behind him. Now, it started off not exactly as planned. In fact, it wasn't until the third period, the third minute of the third period, that they actually tied the game. So in the first two periods, they were actually down 2-0. And then he goes, you know what, we're going to have to start doing something. And he actually carried the team on his back and pushed forward. He assisted on the first goal so that it cut the lead in half. And then he actually scored the second goal, which was the tying goal of that game in the third period of the third minute. And then he went on to score the winning goal and the insurance goal. He came out of that game scoring 3 goals and having 1 assist. So how's that for bringing that team, putting it on your back, and just leading and pushing forward and just really, really wanting to live up to that guarantee and winning. So sure enough, they won Game 6, and they went back to New York and they won Game 7. And then the rest is history, because they went on to win the Stanley Cup for New York. And in fact, that actually stopped a drought of 54 years in between the other Stanley Cup that they had. So that was when he was also coined as the Messiah. But it was because of that leadership mentality, knowing what his team was capable of, believing in his teammates, and pushing forward. And then when it comes down to it, he needed to carry the team. That's what great leaders are all about. He's able to see his team, understand his team, respect his team, believe in his team, and when all is said and done, he then carries the team when need be. So that is why he was such a great leader. That is why he was able to have so much respect and so much class throughout the rest of the NHL, and so many other players as kind of respect for him. So remember, when you really want to become a great leader, you need to be able to think team first. That's what he did. You never fight for your individual goals. You never fight for your individual stats. You fight for the team. You get your team together, and then you carry it on your back if you need to, because that's what leaders do. You go down in the trenches with them, you fight with them, you lead them, and then you can win. And that's what championships are all about. It's about the team, the people around you. So when you are working with other team members, whether it's your real estate power team, or your business team, or your group of employees that work for you, you need to treat them with that leadership ability to see that you believe in them, to see that you're able to help them out and get them to achieve greater goals. And that's what's going to make you a much better leader. So learn from one of the greatest leaders in sports, Mr. Mark Messier. Those 2 stories have been some of my most favorite stories of his. So until next time, today is the day to unlock your potential. I'll see you later.